And that's right on. So now, let's go into it. I'm going to share my screen now. That's it on that? Anything else?
It's more of a thing.
No. Go ahead. You can read the rest. Let's get it all, and then we'll go into showing them how we calculated it before the new year came in last year. Go ahead.
Verse 37. For this reason the years will come upon them when they will disturb the order, and make an abominable day the day of testimony, and an unclean day a feast day. And they will confound all the days, the holy with the unclean, and the unclean day with the holy.
Exactly.
For they will go wrong as the months, and Sabbaths, and feasts, and jubilees.
See? Why are they going off with the holy days and the Sabbaths and the jubilees? Because they're following according to the moon. Now, there's a time that's reckoned from the heavenly tables, from the beginning, that those in Christ must link to now, so that we can understand the time. Okay? Now, let me share my screen with you here. And we're going to go step by step, take a pencil and pad for those who was dealing with the calculation and was wondering how we deal with it. Just follow us, and I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay, that's my screen. All right. All right. So here we are. We're at the Naval Observatory. The Naval Observatory website. Now, the reason why we go to this website is because when it comes to when time comes in, it's more accurate than any other calculation you can get. Of course, sometimes it may be a minute or two off in certain instances, but it's still closer than any other calculation you could have. All right? So what we do is we go to the data services and we hit rise. We hit rise and set twilight table. That's the table we're at here. You go data services, rise and twilight table for an entire year. And you click on that, and that takes us to the page we're at. We're here, all right? You go down to Form B, right here. Why? Because we're not calculating from the United States. We're calculating worldwide. Okay? Worldwide. See? Locations worldwide. All right? Now, where will we be calculating from? Mount Sinai. See? So in order for us to calculate and get some specifics for Mount Sinai, being that there's no calculation from Mount Sinai itself, we must put in the degrees. So, we're going east. Now, check out the degrees we must put in longitude. You got it. 33 degrees. See? All right. Then we go to the next. Latitude north. Right? The latitude north is 28 degrees. Why? Because we're coming 2 hours east of Greenwich. See? There's a calculation from Greenwich that's near or 2 hours in proximity of time that close to Sinai. So we put that latitude north 28 degrees 2 hours east of Greenwich, right? Now, we did this last year and did a calculation for 2013. So let me give you that first. Right? Now, before I go here, let me show you the area from whence the Most High was speaking to the children of Israel, our forefathers. He was speaking to us. He was speaking to us from Mount Sinai, as you can see here. So we're going to use this in proximity to give you the reckon of times from when the sun comes up in this particular area, to give you the first day of the year, starting back when we first calculated it, right? Follow us closely here. So we're going back to the calculation. 33 east, longitude, 28 degrees north latitude, 2 hours east of Greenwich, which is Mount Sinai. Then after that, you hit compute table. All right? Now, this is what we got last year for 2013 for Mount Sinai. Now, what's great about this is if you do have a computer, have a printer hooked up to it, you can just print it out and look at the calculations there. What we're going to do is we're going to look at March, seeing when the sun rise and the sun set. See that? So I'm going to go to about right here. And I want y'all to see something here. Look at this here. Look at here on the 17th of last year. The sun rose at 5:57. See that? 5:57 in the morning, and it set 5:57 in the evening. That's an equal 12 hours, right? Some people might say, well, the first day of the year was the 17th. Well, no. When you go back one day, we got the 16th here, right?
Yes, the 16th.
Exactly. So it's not the 17th, it's the 16th. Let me correct that. As you can see, the 16th, let me highlight it here because these lines are small. Excuse me. Let me get it so they can see it. 16th of last year. 5:57, 17:57, right? And when was the Passover last year? I mean, when was the first day of the year last year? March 16th, right? 12 hours, right? But look at the 12 hours right here the day before. 5:57, which gives us the 12 hours part night and the 12 hours part day coming into sundown. You see that? And that's why last year it was the 16th. See? The night before then, 5:57 is when the sun set. So from 5:57 here, the sun set for the last day of the year. And it rose 5:57 going into what? The first day of the year. Equal parts night, equal parts day. Beyond any shadow of a doubt from Mount Sinai. From there on, there's no need going forward to have to calculate anything. Because once we got the first day of the year, we're on the cycle of Sabbaths. And it so happened that this came in on Saturday sundown. The end of the Sabbath is the last day of the year. Now check that out. The Most High is perfect in his time. So, when you go through the cycles now and you look at the clock, same calculation, it still gives you that close proximity, equal parts night and equal parts day, right? For 2014. Now, here's the issue. When you look at our clock today, or our calendar, and try to resolve it with the 365-day calendar, you'll see that it comes up a day earlier each year. So people are looking at it and saying, well, hold up. If we keep doing this for years on end, we're going to end up in February. We're going to end up in... No. February really don't exist. Okay? These are the days, these are the months are named after the Gentiles. We're not supposed to deal with their cycles according to how they have resolved how to calculate time. We're just dealing with that equal parts night and day. Why? Because it doesn't matter what time of year or what month we're in. After you get the equal parts night and day, every day going forward from there will begin to get warmer. Especially from where we're calculating the east. See? And some people might say, well, suppose it's raining, suppose it's snowing. Well, listen, Enoch told us about that too. Enoch mentioned that too. Let's get Enoch real quick. The 80th chapter.
This is the book of Enoch, chapter 80.
Go ahead.
And in the days of the sinners, the years shall be shortened.
In the days of the sinners, the years shall be shortened.
And their seed shall be tardy on their lands and fields. And all things on the earth shall alter.
Go ahead.
And shall not appear in their time. And the rain shall be kept back. The heaven shall withhold. And in those times the fruit of the earth shall be backward, and shall not grow in their time. And the fruits of the trees shall be withheld in their time. And the moon shall alter her order, and not appear at her time. And in those days the sun shall be seen, and he shall journey in the evening on the extremity of the great chariot in the west, and shall shine more brightly than accords with the order of light. And many chiefs of the stars shall